Bear with me while we accidentally do a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Should be good now. Let me know if there's anything wrong on the stream. Other than the level of content from the streamer. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Dragon Scales, we have the blue Protoss player for Sizestorm Gaming. It's MaxPax. His opponent in the lower right-hand corner, representing Mystery Gaming. It's Strange. Man, you am I observing going wrong here? It's okay, it's first game jitters, you know? We got to get through it. We'll get we'll get a little better as we go. I usually start my stream right at the start of this bracket. I'm here from the beginning. But today I slept through a whole bunch of alarms that were set for like 8 o'clock. And I woke up and it was 10:30. I was like, oh, I missed a whole bunch. I had to kind of emergency get ready to go here. So I'm still a little groggy from my recently waking up. But we'll get into it. I have faith. Fnatic redeeming a yeehaw. Okay. I will give you one of those in-between games. How about that? How about that? Maybe by the time this game's over, I'll be a little warmed up. But we got PvP here. Strange already has a building out on the map. It's just a third gate, though. MaxPax sees that there's a missing pylon. A missing pylon isn't really the end of the world, though. So MaxPax might underestimate what's out here. Sometimes players will just put pylons out on the map to hide them, to make their opponent think they're proxying. That happens, like, a lot. And yeah, MaxPax, he is playing kind of defensively into this Nexus, right? The Nexus wasn't blocked, but he still built the Stargate first. He's still got a Stalker out first. He's dropping the shield battery. MaxPax knows Strange can get highly aggressive, and is going to do exactly that with the Twilight Council coming up back at home. And a full wall here from Strange, so no Adepts or anything can sneak through. It's going to be a big blink attack into MaxPax. Ooh. MaxPax going for the Oracle. I feel like the Oracle first. Maybe not the best choice here. But it might be able to go get some damage on the other side of the map while Strange is here attacking. Fnatic, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Not bad. Oh, I got to make that yeehaw extra good now. It's got to be an extra good yeehaw. Strange did build a shield battery back at home. He saw that Oracle, so he's got the shield battery building. Stalker is going to push this Oracle away. MaxPax's not going to get the easy victory there. Seen that happen plenty of times when a player's attacking. They forget completely about defending. And one cheeky unit can come in and get a lot of damage done. MaxPax's still going to come in and look for some damage. Gonna go for the stasis trap. Ooh, gets a couple of probes, but a good pull there from Strange. Strange is waiting for Blink to be done. In the meantime, MaxPax is trying to get out Void Rays and Stalkers. There's only one pylon here that does concern me a little bit. Feels like MaxPax might need a backup pylon powering some of these key structures. Ooh, Forge finishes up in the main base. There's a Robo on the way as well for Immortals, which are much stronger than the Void Rays here, but a little bit harder to get into. MaxPax will be working towards that. In the meantime, cannons actually do pretty decently against Stalkers, and Strange has a tough problem. How does he see the high ground? There's no high ground vision here, and MaxPax is definitely going to be taking advantage of that. That's why this kind of expansion for MaxPax is a lot safer on maps with a ramp. Looks like the Oracle might have dove back in to try to get some more stasis trap action done. But the Stalkers are coming up now. Kill that probe. Going to work on the Stargate. This Void Ray will pop out. Oh, two of the Void Rays are prismatically aligned. That's going to force these Stalkers to blink backwards. And in the meantime, the first Immortal is nearly out. This is looking very good for MaxPax so far. He's got a shield battery and a cannon in the main as well, just in case Strange tries to dive up there. He seems pretty buttoned up. I don't know if Strange is going to be able to bust through. This is what MaxPax does. This is his bread and butter. I love the stasis trap on top of the ramp as well. He's just trying to bait the blink forward, see if he can't get these stalkers to shove in here a little too far, and 6 of them get trapped. Now, unfortunately for MaxPax, they are full walling this ramp, so he can't push out and try to get some damage done on these stalkers. Instead, he's just going to hang out right here and wait for them to come off cooldown. In the meantime, another cannon going down, another immortal on the way as a second one pops out. With 2 immortals and 3 void rays, cannons, and shield batteries, this doesn't feel breakable by blink stalkers alone. This is looking quite nice right now for MaxPax, who's on 2 bases and is starting to build probes again, getting that worker count up to 30. And it's just going to be mining more. Even building another stalker, might as well. Get some more units out. MaxPax doesn't want to rest on his laurels too much here. Ooh, the Adept's going to shade in. They're going to give high ground vision for the stalker blink up, but this is why the cannon and shield battery were up here as well. And with 3 immortals, I don't know, man. Probes getting pulled. Now the Adepts are going to go down to the low ground and force the probes to pull away here. But the stalkers on the high ground, not getting too much done. And a couple of probe kills is nice. If there was a Nexus back at home, maybe with a blink forward from Strange, he's going for it. He gets the 3 void rays. Some nice damage there. Ooh, grabs the Oracle as well. And the Stargate is dead, remember. So that's no more Stargate units, no more Oracles, no more void rays. But a 4th immortal pops out. I think that's a little too much for the Stalker army, but Strange is getting some value. The problem is, it's not like he's got a Nexus building back at home. You know, if he had killed 5 probes and that Nexus was 2/3 of the way done, I'd be like, this is actually totally fine for Strange now we go into a macro game. But with no Nexus back at home, oh my god, the blink forward. Super shield battery turns on, and that's going to keep these immortals alive for so long. 2 of them do go down. That felt like a lot of stalkers getting lost there. 17 in total have died for Strange. Warp gate is done for MaxPax. He's going to just grab another little sentry here. There's still energy on these shield batteries as well, and 3 immortals are alive. The cyber coil looks like it is going to fall. Is there a new one going down in the main? Just now it's starting. It'll be a while before MaxPax can warp in anything but Zealots. Oh, a big blink forward, but there was a stasis trap left over from that Oracle earlier, and Strange is forced to tap out as half of his stalkers can't shoot. He forgot to take that into account. Those stasis traps stay around even when the Oracle dies, and MaxPax takes game number 1. And now, as we wait to get into game 2 here, I think I owe a certain fanatic not only a yeehaw, but a big ol' yeehaw! Thank you for them 100 bits there, fanatic, and I hope you enjoyed your yeehaw on this lovely day. We got another PvP coming in for you. Right now, we're loading into the game. Guido Incognito. Hello, my friend. Hello from the future. I hope you're enjoying your day of playing hooky, getting some stuff done. Watching some StarCraft. That's the best thing to do on your days off, hooky or not. Let's get ourselves into game number 2 here. Spawning in the lower left-hand corner of Royal Blood, we have the blue Protoss player for Sidestorm Gaming. It's MaxPax. His opponent in the upper right-hand corner in the red for Mystery Gaming, Strange. Which is, I was going to mention it last game too, an excellent player to have on your team. Like the player name team name combo here is perfect. We have Strange playing for Mystery Gaming. That's a top tier player name team name combo. I can't even think of another one that like even comes close. So good pickup by Mystery Gaming. Strange is a very solid Protoss player. He just beat in PvP in this bracket. Oh, he just beat Trigger. So Strange looked pretty solid in this matchup. I mean, I gotta say that last game, a lot of players have tried those kinds of builds against MaxPax. A lot of players. MaxPax, I mean, we're seeing it here again, right? He's so bold with these expansions. He's just... He builds the Nexus right away. This is a Nexus before Cybercore. He is so bold. He knows Strange is going to attack him. Strange is showing basic PvP opening. But MaxPax is so confident at holding those kinds of builds that he's just going for it anyways. But Strange got quite close last game. There were some good moves. He killed those Void Rays. He killed a couple of Immortals. That last blink, I don't know without the Stasis Trap if it would have actually been able to get some good damage done. It did feel like MaxPax was holding pretty strong through most of that, but Strange stayed in that a lot longer than I had expected. He made it look a lot closer than I had expected. And now, MaxPax is taking a much earlier Nexus. This is a low ground, so there's no ramp here to give MaxPax that advantageous position where Strange can't see up the ramp. And this is a proxy robo. This is the old-fashioned proxy robo. Oh, one adept going to run into two adepts here. MaxPax trying to get away, but I think that's a dead adept. Should get out of there, actually. It's not going to get any scouting off, though, on that proxy robo or on what the opponent is doing out here. But the probe sees no Nexus still. And MaxPax has to know to play defensively. He's getting out of Void Ray immediately. No Oracle this time. Oh, the Shade to block the Shades. You got to love it. Beautiful move. Chicken is never late. No, I was very late. I even put my Sal shirt on. That's how late I was. There you go, wear this Uppetry shirt. So this is really nice from Strange. Straight into the Prism. But MaxPax is thinking about it. Look at him with the Void Ray over here. He knows. He knows, and he's going to prismatically align on that Prism, shove it away immediately, and these Adepts are going to try to come in and get some damage done. They might want to cancel that Shade. I don't know. They get a couple of kills here. 3 kills is not too bad, but economic damage isn't really what Strange needs right now. Right? He wants to fight the army. He needs to kill the army. Because MaxPax can make up economic damage. He could take 10 losses right now in probes, and honestly, he'd still be okay because he's got 2 Nexuses. Strange needs to get real damage done. If those Adepts go in there, something needs to be poking the front at the same time. Speaking of poking the front, the Stalkers are here. Voider is going to try to push them away, but they can hit that gateway from much further away on this low ground, no ram situation. And it seems like Blink Stalkers is again the choice here from Strange. I do think it's the strongest choice. Despite that proxy robo, I feel like Immortals aren't really the way to go. And with all these Void Rays, you kind of need the Stalkers. We'll see if MaxPax can get into another robo and get some Immortals out. Those seem to be the real key units in the last game. They were a little bit harder for the Stalkers to blink under and kill than the Void Rays. Right now, MaxPax just focused on making Void Rays. He's got a second gateway coming up. This gateway being healed by the shield battery, which is... I don't know if that's a good use of shield battery energy, but it's at least buying time. These Stalkers have to come back in and ship those shields away again. There are 4 Void Rays out, but this is enough Stalkers to one-shot a Void Ray, I'm pretty sure. And Blink is about to finish. MaxPax needs to be super careful. He is going to lose this gate. I think he got the warp in. One more warp in before it goes down. Gets another Stalker out just to help hold the line here. Cybercore is next on the list to go down. MaxPax might have to replace a new one in the back. Oh, and there's the blink forward. Gets a Void Ray. 1 dead Void Ray for 1 Stalker. Excellent trade for Strange. But he needs a lot more of that, and he's got to keep this pressure on because MaxPax is mining more. He's mining quite a bit more right now. So he should just be able to get more stuff out. Ooh, no Cybercore means no follow-up shield batteries either. So it's just going to be these 2 now that this one died. MaxPax pulling way back, being very patient, trying to rebuild that cyber core, getting a cannon and a couple of cannons and a shield battery in the main base again. It's just one shield battery now. There is a cannon here to help out. Another cannon going down. The cannons really stop the blink in from being able to happen. But there's one cannon going down. Another one is about to finish, but Strange really putting the screws to MaxPax at the moment. 19 Stalkers are out, and he is going to keep on pressuring. There's the big blink forward. The Void Rays pull back, prismatically aligned to push these Stalkers away, but the last shield battery goes down. There's finally another one on the way here. It's not quite done yet. Prismatic alignment about to run out on these Void Rays, and that's going to allow Strange to dive right back in on top of this. The Void Rays try to pull backwards a little bit. Another cannon finishes up, and the Stalkers will have to leave again. But I think there's 3 Void Rays now. There's a 4th one on the way, but only one gateway to help support those Void Rays. Strange wants to blink in again. There's no cannons here to stop him anymore. That high DPS not here at the moment. It's just the Void Rays that are really doing damage. The probes could be pulled as well, and it looks like that's what MaxPax is trying to do a little bit of. He's got a shield battery back here. He could try to overcharge. I don't think he's used that yet. I don't think the overcharge matters too much when the units are right underneath this. Pulling those Void Rays back. MaxPax in a lot of trouble right now. Another Stalker goes down for him as well. Strange is up a lot of supply. He's going to blink underneath it, and GG gets called as Strange pushes through in game 2. Does what he could not do in game 1 and breaks through MaxPax's line. GG. That means we're 1-1. See, MaxPax getting a little bold with his expansion. Strange knew how to punish that one. It's a hard thing to do. Not many people can punish Maxi Paxi. Waiting for that game 3. What's up, Siler Twinkle Toes? Gonna have 2 pints of lager and 1 shot of you. Ooh. Ooh, Siler. No. Don't flirt with your bartender. It's bad. What's up, bagels? Today's been crappy. Oh. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope the evening only improves for you. The cannon's gonna run out of energy. True. I guess it was the shield battery that ran out of energy. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Neo Humanity, we have Sidestorm Gaming's MaxPax. And his opponent, of course, is Mr. Gaming's Strange. Who has the most energy here, do you think? You know, who's just Ken? I think Strange might be the Ken in this situation. It would be kind of crazy if Strange knocked out MaxPax at this stage of the tournament. We are in the quarterfinals. MaxPax very often makes the finals. I mean, he very often wins these. He's like one of the most winningest players in the Open Cups. So for him to get bopped in the quarterfinals would be pretty big. Strange, again, he's very solid protest. Clearly knows what he's doing. But still, I think that would be a pretty big upset for Strange to take him down. In fact, I think Strange taking down Trigger might be considered an upset. Let alone MaxiPax. And we see this time MaxPax playing a little bit more conservatively. He is still going for the low ground 1 gate, which is very bold. On a map with no ramp, we don't see people do this very often anymore. This used to be the standard meta for, I guess, greedy players like MaxPax, Estrella, Trigger. Those guys used to do this every single game. But we don't really see it anymore. We only see this usually on maps with the ramp, like Game 1 was. So MaxPax going for this even on maps without a ramp is very interesting. And part of the reason this strategy isn't quite as good anymore, there's a couple of little reasons. One of them is that Void Rays are more expensive and take longer to build. So a big part of the defense, as we've seen for MaxPax in these kinds of openings against aggression, has been those Void Rays. And they just take longer to build. They take longer to save up the money for. It's a little bit harder to get those out as quickly as you used to be able to. So that's a little bit less strong. There's also been a couple of changes to the shield battery. There's a slightly longer cooldown for the overcharge than there was when this initially started. And if your shield battery isn't in range of a Nexus, it only has half energy, which obviously doesn't matter here when you're taking the base. But if you have to put those shield batteries down before you take the base, it's only going to start with half energy. So a couple of nerfs, reasons why we don't see these kinds of builds as often. Strange is again going to try to one base this and take advantage of MaxPax going for the greedy plays. The Oracle is going to get spotted by Strange, but also is going to spot this pylon building. And MaxPax is just going to try to pull these units back. Again, maybe get a stasis ward or two. And then the Oracle will probably come back and put stasis wards back at home again like we saw in Game 1. Ragnarok hit. Wow. 29 months. Hot damn. Hot damn. Thank you so much for resubscribing, for staying subscribed for all of these years. I don't know what could possibly possess you to do such a thing. Probably a demon. There's probably some demon possessing you. Ooh, the slow warpin's actually making it kind of tough here for Strange. He's going to get this Void Ray, but at the expense of all of his Stalkers. It's like just one sneaks out of there. Oh, man, more Stalkers trying to warp in. MaxPax trying to get on top of them. Warping it in the units obviously can't defend themselves, but also they have less HP. They have less armor as they're warping in, so they're a lot easier to kill. And I think MaxPax has gotten on top of this. I think he might have done it. Oh, you know what? That's fast warping. But another Void Ray shows up. So this gateway will get depowered, and it looks like MaxPax is going to make the concerted effort to stop it entirely. Let's try to come back in, get some damage done. Just gets a tag, and then leaves again. But MaxPax, he is stopping this build in its tracks right now. And Strange has to pull back. Strange fully walled himself in. And I don't know if there's a probe out on the map anywhere. So Strange might be in a lot of trouble here, as he doesn't really have the possibility of a follow-up. And it makes me wonder why he walled himself in with a gateway like this. I understand why he walled himself in, but it's to stop Adepts from getting in without having to worry about it at all. But why with the gateway? Now it feels like he's got to kill this gateway to get out. He's just going to build a robo and go all in again. MaxPax, who knows what his base setup looks like, is probably guessing this is what's going to happen. He hasn't spotted the robo, but I don't think he would be too surprised to know that it was coming. He is building probes. He's going up to 33 workers, but he's got his own Immortal on the way. His own robo is done. Strange is just going to go for the Warp Prism. I'm shocked these Stalkers are still on this base. MaxPax just has to play defensively, and I think he'll be quite good. He's not playing over defensively, though. He doesn't have a Forge. There's no cannons down this time. He's just playing with quite a bit more gateway units. So he does have a lot of Stalkers. He's got 2 gateways. He's been warping in. He's got that Immortal out. He still has 2 Void Rays. Is it enough, though? I was going to say there's a lot of Stalkers coming. It's only 11. It feels so small. And MaxPax tags them. He sees exactly what he's up against. The Oracle died in the process, but it did its duty. And there's still, I think, 1 or 2 stasis wards here. Oh my god. Strange just walks right into one. And suddenly MaxPax can just push out here. He's going to push these Stalkers away. They're forced to blink away. MaxPax isn't going to get too bold. The stasis trap only lasts for so long, but it's just buying him more time, right? And now one of these Stalkers might die before it can even blink away. Ooh, gets out of there. Gets out of there, Strange, too quick. Strange building a sentry now. I guess Guardian Shield is pretty good. Could be for a force field, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Oh, I see what he's going to do. He's going to take 2 sentries, dive into the main base, force field the ramp, and just blink the stalkers up behind it. There is a probe here for MaxPax to spot this exact kind of move, but he's not going to be able to get up that ramp. The force field going to stop him. Now, an Immortal does pop out, and a recall goes down to get at least some of these units back up on the high ground. A blink forward to get the Void Rays. There's a shield battery here, though, and 3 Immortals firing at these stalkers. Oh, Strange is going to lose everything. GG gets called as MaxPax makes the hold happen in Game 3. Just got a little too greedy there in Game 2 with the Nexus before Cybercore. Thought maybe Strange was going to play a macro game, or maybe that he could hold it. But other than that misstep, MaxPax looking very strong, very solid there. Able to hold whatever Strange threw at him in Games 1 and 3. And what he threw at him was a lot of Blink Stalkers. MaxPax will move on to the semifinals, as it is written in the texts, the histories.